live. Dah. Kiri go. Jom. So ready?
Hello. Hi.
Where's Kiri?
Alah, apa ni? PKPB lagi. SPM pula ditangguhkan. Jenuhlah nak bayar yuran tuition. Pernah dengar tentang tuition percuma? Kami di Akademi YouTuber menyediakan tuition online secara percuma kepada anda semua. Ada prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, STPM, juga untuk matrikulasi. Percuma je. Jom layari laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com.
Hi everyone. Alright, it's great to see everybody here. Okay, I hope all of you are ready for today's lesson. So before we begin, let's start our session with our prayers. I will pass to Ali to recite the Al-Fatiha.
الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Okay, thank you. All right, let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. I'm teacher Emily John. Okay, I'm teaching Form 4 and Form 5, and I'm from SMK Mandane in Batuat, Penang. Right, I will be the moderator for today. So we are here for another lesson with our Cikgu Giri. Okay, I think you have been following her lessons before this. So we are still providing at Pusat Tuisyen Academy YouTuber, we are still providing our free online classes. So students, please take note of these and make use of these classes. Okay. As you know, school is already started for the Form 5 students who are going to sit for the exam next month. So this is your opportunity to do revision and get some guides and tip lines from tips from our teachers. Okay. So let me introduce our teacher for today. We have Cikgu Giri from SMK Jelutong. I think all of you know her. Okay. All right. We are now live on her channel. Okay. So please support her channel by subscribing to her channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Okay. So today the focus of the lesson will be on the novel Sing to the Dawn. All right. So be sure to follow the class from now right up to the end of the class, and do use the chat box for good use. Ask questions, okay, answer questions that we pose, and please enjoy the lesson. So before we begin, let me remind you, when you comment in the chat box, please be polite, please be respectful, and don't worry about the link and all that will be given. So I will pass you now to Cikgu Giri. Cikgu Giri?
Hello. How's everyone doing today? Okay. Thank you for joining us today. Okay. I know that the school has started and not many today. There's only less than 20. I'm surprised, but it's okay. Now, I want you to do me a favor. We'll take a minute. I want you to call your classmates or your friends and get them to join us today. And we will do on literature today. Okay? And I know that this literature, Sing to the Dawn, is challenging. But before that, we have a very special guest with us today. If you can see who's in the house with us, Ahmad Ali. Ahmad Ali, hi.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, do you know who he is? Yeah, you can comment in the chat box if you know him. If you know him and how he ended up on in our Conti today. Okay, all right. I have invited Ahmad Ali today because I want him to be the source of inspiration to all of you today. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. So um, therefore, I've invited this young gentleman because he is highly potential. All right, and he is going to say a word or two about himself before we start. Ahmad Ali, introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ahmad Ali Karim. I am a homeschooling student. I will be taking the SPM exam next month, and I really hope that everyone will enjoy this class. And I wish everyone the best of luck for the upcoming exam. One thing that I would like to advise when it comes to writing, you will have to not think too much about whether or not you're writing it, too great or too like you do not need to focus on writing it too greatly. You could just, make sure that what you write is not wrong if you're not good at writing, because it is worse to, or at least from in my opinion, it is worse to write it in with wrong grammar and with messy writing and whatnot, rather than making sure that everything is crisp and perfect.
Yeah, well said. Okay, someone
Yes.
here has commented that Ahmad Ali Karim is a Malaysian writer. Did you know? Even I didn't know. You're a Malaysian writer. Tell us about your writing experience, Ahmad Ali.
I started writing. Well, if I want to go back, I started to get interested in the field of writing when I was 3. I wrote a short story. What I called then my first book, and it was titled "The Pink Elephant." And then I got more interested in writing. And I wrote a lot in English. I eventually in 2005. No, not 2005. Sorry, 2008. When I was 5 years old, I started my own weblog. So that's where I began writing publicly. I wrote stories about my life. I wrote short stories, fictions, and even writing about my opinions on the current issues. And ever since last year, July last year, I began writing for Utusan Malaysia as a columnist.
Wow, fascinating.
Look at that. Okay, so I've got the right person in Conti with us today, Cikgu Emily.
Yeah, very fascinating for a young man. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, we are all very impressed. Okay, Ahmad Ali. All right. Who is your inspiration? Who inspired you a lot when it comes to writing?
The first person to inspire me when it comes to writing was he's a Malaysian writer from Terengganu. He writes in English as well. He studies in the United Kingdom, and he stays there as well. He he also works with NST, or at least he used to. His name is Wan Ahmad Hulaimi, more known as Abang Goning to many people. So he was the first person to inspire me to write in English and to write in general. That was when I first started to have an ambition as a writer.
Hmm,
Yeah, that's good. That's
interesting.
good. So you know him personally?
Yes, he's my family's friend, my father and mother's friend, and we, if I'm not mistaken, we're somewhat related by blood. So same
Right,
same
that's
state.
good. That's good. Okay, so Ahmad Ali, are you ready? Can we start?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So today's lesson, all right, is on literature. It's Sing to the Dawn. I think it will be Ahmad Ali's favorite session because he likes to write, and I'm sure literature is also his niche area. Yeah.
Although I haven't read that one, because in my state we use Dear Mr. Kilmer. So
Dear Mr. Kilmer.
I haven't read Sing to the Dawn yet.
Well, okay. So perhaps this is an addition to the literature that you have read. At least you know what's going on the other side of the lesson. All right. So let's see. For this lesson today, okay, this will be the first series. Okay, I'll do another series with you. So that means in this lesson, I am only covering chapter 1 until chapter 7. Okay, and the following lesson we will cover chapter 7 till chapter 13. This is because the story is long. All right, I won't be able to cover the whole thing in this today's session. And furthermore, I do not want it to be a very dry lesson. So we're going to try to make it as interesting as possible. Okay, all right. And for the students out there, if you have any question at all, please feel free to ask in our chat box. Okay, all right. And congratulations. This is our 8th session together, and so some of you that's been returning, thank you. And I feel honored that I see lots of familiar faces. Okay, and I also see some of my students here. It's like, hi teachers, and oh, Arifa Madia is in the house. Okay, so that's my student. All right, and Madesh Varshan, returning student. I can recognize his name. That see, I can remember.
Yeah, his name
I'm,
sounds
I'm,
very
I'm
familiar.
just yeah, I'm just missing Ichiru and the other boy. What's his name? Hazza, is it? I used to see him here. Okay, hopefully he will join us. Okay, all right. All right.
After
So
some
how are you
sessions,
today?
you can recognize the names already. Their
Right, right.
nicknames.
We have a new one here. Sweetie Pie channel. Later we'll check who's that. And Sweetie Pie channel, you may want to introduce
Wow.
yourself in the chat box, where you are from and where you're studying. Okay. Okay. So here, all right. As usual,
We got some
all
very
right.
interesting names, huh?
Yeah. So as usual, okay, every teachers are conducting tuition under Academy YouTuber Malaysia will be giving you a link for you to work for them, so that they can make a return. They can continue conducting this class together with you. So what you have to do is you need to work for me as well. Okay. Puan Emily will put the link in the chat box. Chat box. Chat box. Where did that come from? Chat box. Okay. All right. So it's bit.ly/5 stars for Cikgu Giri. All right. Okay. And also remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. All right. Okay. Hi, Sherlyn. Okay, Sherlyn is my student. Also, I'm very happy to see some of my students giving me support today. Okay. All right. We also have two playlists. Okay, two playlists. One for PT3 and one for SPM. okay, prepared to you by teachers all over Malaysia who are very experienced. Okay, they do sometimes conduct online classes as well, and they have prepared awesome educational videos in English. Okay, so please do go and check out their videos, and do remember to subscribe to their channel as well. Okay, all right. Okay, so here we are today. Before we move on, what do you see on the cover of the novel? Okay, you can always respond on in the chat box. What do you see on the cover of the novel?
I don't think the slide is on yet.
It's not showing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. Oh, I've been shocked sendiri. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. All right. Okay. Hang on. Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you. Hang on. Okay, so this is what I have to show you. All right, bit.ly/English PT3 and bit.ly here is ly ly/English SPM 1119. These two playlists are very crucial since we are mostly relying on PDPR videos these days, and some of you are staying home. All right, the current Form 5 2021 batch is staying home, right? Studying from home. I'm sure these videos will benefit you. Okay? All right. So, back to the cover of the book. Now, what do you see? You can just relate on the in the chat box. Okay, what do you see? Okay, let's just ask Ahmad Ali. Ahmad Ali, what do you see?
Well, there's a man and a woman, or a boy and a girl, quite maybe in their early young adults or late teens, sitting on a bridge by a sandy beach, I would say, and there are palm trees in the background. It's about then it's yeah.
Okay,
I think
all right. Okay, you're right. Actually, the two of them sitting there, but we based on the cover alone, we do not know what is the relationship between these two people, right? But
yeah.
there is something about this cover of the story. It sort of like gives us a pre-assumption about the setting and the people, the kind of people that is involved in the novel. Okay, and I have got
Maybe,
answers saying that two siblings. Okay, we will see if they are actually siblings. Okay, and yes, you see the word "sing to the dawn." Yes, I know you see the word "sing to the dawn." Okay, all right. Let's see. Before anything at all, it is very important to appreciate the writer of the novel. So therefore, we need to know who wrote this novel. Let's see who has written this novel. Okay, a person who has written this novel, her name is Min Fong Ho. All right, she seems very sweet, isn't it? Okay, she was born in 1951 in Yangon, Myanmar, to Chinese Singaporean parents. Okay, all right. Knowing about her background might actually give us the idea on where she gets her inspiration to write. Okay, so shortly after her birth, Ho's parents relocated to Bangkok, Thailand, to expand their family's business there. Okay, Ho spent her childhood growing up on the outskirts of Bangkok in an airy house next to a fish pond and a big garden with rice fields where water buffalo wallowed in mud holes on the other side of the palm trees. Right, wow, that's beautifully written. Kind of like tells us the environment in the village. Okay, who become who became proficient in 3 languages as a result of heritage and upbringing. She grew up speaking Mandarin at home, learned to speak Thai from her everyday interaction with locals in Bangkok, and later on learned English in school. So she was educated in Thailand and subsequently enrolled at Tung Hai University in Taiwan before transferring to Cornell University in New York, USA. So this is about the writer. Okay, and what's interesting about her is she had her early childhood education in Thailand. Okay, all right. Is Cikgu Aisha with us today? Okay, she's not. Hi, Cikgu Linzag. Okay, Cikgu Linzag is in the house. All right, she's saying hi to all of you. Okay, just say hi, Cikgu Lin. Just wish her. She's here to visit all of you. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so here we will go from chapter to chapter and see what happens in each chapter. Right, before that, Ahmad Ali, do you see any resemblance to yourself as a writer? Is there any resemblance between you and the writer, Min Fong Ho?
Well, I mean, I don't see. Well, my family does have a. My grandmother has a family business, back in Terengganu, and however, I think that's probably all that I could find. And I do have a Chinese ancestry too, so yeah,
Uh,
that's
that.
the
So you
thing.
speak Mandarin?
Oh, I can't speak Mandarin, unfortunately.
It's
My
okay.
family could speak. My great grandfather could speak in Hokkien, but
Right,
not Mandarin. And I unfortunately I do not carry the skill as well.
right. This reminds me of my father, who passed away last February. He
Oh,
speaks good Hokkien. He speaks good Mandarin. Okay, he mastered those two dialects. It's due to having lots of Chinese friends, especially people in Penang. They are very good in Hokkien. All right,
yes.
let's come to chapter 1 of the story. Okay, Dawan and Kwai. Okay, Dawan and Kwai are the two main characters of the story. So that's whom you saw in the cover of the book earlier. Okay, so this story is mainly about them. They are the main character of the novel. Okay, so Dawa and Kwai sat on the rickety old bridge above the river. All right, so it was a river that they were sitting on an old bridge. Okay, so Dawan asked Kwai what would he do if he got the scholarship. So apparently they are in school and they have actually set for an exam to win a scholarship. So the one that wins the scholarship gets to go to the city, I guess it's Bangkok, okay, and pursue their study. Right, Dawan felt that she would not get the scholarship because she is a girl. Instead, why might get the scholarship? So talked about how fair, okay, in chapter 1, discusses about how unfair it is that the sacks of rice stacked up beneath the house is for the tax collector. So what happens is that they are living in a village whereby the parents would be farmers, okay, and they would actually stack sacks of rice beneath their house to pay their tax collectors because they are staying on the land whereby they need to pay the rent. So they are robbed of their hard work by uh, demanding for the rice that they have actually worked hard, okay, on the paddy field. Okay, they have worked hard on the paddy field and they have to give away the sacks of rice. All right, so as a rent for the land that they are staying on. Okay, so, with further education, Kwai plans to improve life in their village, teach father to raise new crops and use better fertilizers, or even build a hospital and advise the villagers how not to get cheated by the tax collectors. So there you can see there is some kind of injustice going on in the village. All right, so far clear? Do you have any question? Okay, then we'll we'll move on to next slide. Ahmad, can you see my slide, Ahmad?
I'm still seeing slide number 8, the chapter
Okay.
1 analysis.
All right. Okay.
All right.
In chapter 2, teacher asked students what they saw beneath their house in the morning. So had a long discussion with the students about the landlord taking away sacks of rice beneath their houses. So students spotted the headmaster heading to their class and the student shouted, "He's coming." So teacher and student immediately pretended that they are having geography lessons until the headmaster went away. So teacher and student discussed what they should do if they won the scholarship. And at last, teacher announced that Dawan won the scholarship. Okay? All right. Okay. Next one. Okay, in chapter 3, teacher asked students what they, right? Oh, okay. Hang on, hang on. All right. Let's move on to this chapter. Okay? Uh hang on, hang on. I'm missing a chapter here. Don't worry about it. Okay. Chapter 3, not much actually. Let's go to chapter 4. Dawan is fascinated with the colorful postcards and calendar picture of the city scenes. Okay, I've combined chapter 2 and chapter 3 earlier on. Okay, so this is chapter 4. So Dawan is fascinated with the colorful postcards and calendar pictures of city scenes, glistening temples, bustling city streets that are plastered on the walls. So she pictures herself walking through the places in the picture. So right now in chapter 4, she is actually in Noy's house. Okay, she's actually in Noy's house, and they have gone to Noy's house because the mother wanted to persuade Noy so that she could talk to Dawan's father into allowing Dawan to continue her studies. Now, before I continue, why is it that Tawan is feeling that she will be stopped by her father from pursuing her education in the city? Can you answer this? Why would her father may not be happy with the result of the um, test or the exam whereby Dawan had won the scholarship and she's the one who's going to go to the city to pursue her education? Do you think the father would not be happy about that? Okay, you can type your answer in the chat box.
Yeah. This is revision already for them, Teacher Giri.
Yes.
Sorry, I got lost there for a moment. Bad connection.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
The students try to answer the questions. At least you can see whether you're right or not.
Yeah, this is actually a very important point there. You need to understand. Okay, what is stopping the father from allowing his daughter to pursue her studies?
There's an answer by Aras. Because I think by Aras, Aras, and then another from Alia Faisal.
Mm-hmm.
Aras says because the father has high expectation on and on, I think it's choir,
Why?
typing
Yeah.
error. Yes, yes,
Right.
he realized his mistake.
Okay, so here some of you are already answering it correctly because father has high expectations on Kai. Why?
Another answer by
Why is it
Alia
here?
Faisal.
Okay.
Dawan's father wanted Kwai to pursue his study.
Why Kwai? Why not Dawan?
Come on, students, try and answer.
Let's see if we can answer this. Later on, we will have a quiz. Okay. Alright. You're not able to answer my question. Okay. Perhaps you haven't got the point yet, but by now you should have read the whole novel and understood the point of the story, the message of the
This
story.
is also related to the theme, right, Teacher Giri?
Exactly.
If you have read the story, you know the theme. You know this is related to the theme. So it's very important, as Teacher Giri said.
Alia is saying quiet is a favorite child.
Is question.
Maybe.
Okay. Nur Isaiah Zuhaira has a good point there
Mm-hmm.
because Dawan is a girl.
Exactly, Zohaira, because Dawan is a girl. So what if she's a girl? So Nabila says,
She answers Zuhaira's question.
yeah, because their father think girl can't further the study. All right. Ahmad Karim, what do you think is going on right here?
Well, from based on what I've read and in the analysis of chapter one, it seems that their father believes that, you know, it is still quite a common perception among some people even today that female have less capability of being able to succeed. So they feel that it will be better to actually have their male son, their son, to continue to further their studies to get the scholarship, so that they will be able to actually succeed compared to their daughters who may not be able to do much.
Yeah, you got the point actually. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Okay. Due to some misconception between people of the villagers that staying there, thinking that girls can't do much compared to boys. Okay, so there is this thing called gender inequality. All right, good job, Ahmad Karim. Let's welcome Cikgu Yuhaida. She's in the house.
Hi,
Yay!
Cikgu Yada.
Cikgu.
Nice to see
Hi,
you.
Let's say hi,
fine.
support us.
I
Okay.
can see smoke in the air, so for the Red Indian, it means help is needed.
My favorite person. Okay, and before I continue, I'm going to
Assalamualaikum.
inform you that Cikgu Yuhaida is also a TV personality now. Okay, you might catch her in the BT. I think TV Pendidikan, is it? NTV7, is it, Cikgu?
TV7, TVDD, and for your info, we also have Ahmad Ali is a what? You're a writer, like a columnist. He's a
Yes,
columnist.
yes, yes.
Like
Yes, he's a
writing in
columnist.
what which newspaper, Ahmad?
Putusan Malaysia,
Uh,
every Saturday.
how long have you been writing as a columnist?
I've in Utusan Malaysia as the newspaper. I've been writing since its relaunch in July 2020. But before that, before Utusan closed its operations temporarily, I wrote for Utusan Online since 2019. It was July 2019. So I began writing in Utusan Online. So when Utusan shut down, closed its operations, I I was not writing anymore. But then when they reopened, they retook me as a columnist for their newspaper.
Right. See?
Wow, great achievement for someone at your age. Congratulations.
So,
Such
so
an
that's
inspiration.
why I've invited him actually. I followed my hunch, thinking that okay, Ahmad Ali Karim should be the first person that I'm going to have him part of the Conti today. And I know there's more than what the eyes sees. He seems like a very down to earth person. So
Yes.
yeah, and also the last time when we had this exchange of ideas, he seemed to give very good points. So I thought, okay, let's have him in Conti today. So I'm going to do this like every week. I'm going to have a student with me, okay, so that it'll be a source of inspiration for the other students to step forward. You see?
Yeah,
Okay.
very good.
All right, let's continue. Let's go to chapter 5. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Sweetie Pie has. Yes, Cikgu.
I think it's time for advertisement. We
Oh, yeah,
passed
sure.
already.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
shall we take a short break for advertisement?
All right.
Okay.
Tuition online percuma. Tuition online percuma. Layari www.academyyoutuber bagi mengikuti tuition online secara percuma. Prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, semua ada di Akademi YouTuber. Rujuk jadual di laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com. Semoga masa terluang anak-anak anda diisi dengan sebaiknya. Tuition online percuma, mestilah Akademi YouTuber.
Okay, we are back. You want to continue chapter 5?
Yes. We have another 2 more chapters to go before we start playing quiz.
All right.
Don't worry, my computer is fixed and my internet is fixed. Everything is working fine. Touch wood.
Touch wood, yeah.
Okay, so in chapter 5, quite curious angrily about their going to Noi and Gan's house and whether they intend to come over and support Dawan. Okay, so Kwai double checks that Dawan still wants to go to the city. Okay, exasperated, Dawan presses Kwai for his motive for asking such questions. Okay, and Kwai picks a leaf and tears it into two. And why he does that? It symbolizes that he has 50-50 chance of going to the city as he is second after Dawan. So in winning the scholarship, if Dawan has not won the scholarship, it would have been Kwai. But the father doesn't know that. Alright? So Dawan replies firmly that she refuses to give up, okay, her once chance and intends to go to the city. While Dawan emphasizes that she will be able to bring about changes to the village, Kwai insisted that as a girl, Dawan will not be able to fulfill her ideals. So even Kwai, thinks that girls would not be able to do much. Okay, so this is the mindset of the boys and the men that is living in the village. Everything can only be achieved by males, not females. Okay, so Dawan is going to challenge that status quo, that idea, that mindset. Okay.
Teacher Giri, there's a question here.
All right.
Sweetie Pie, what form of this novel is it? Form 5. I
It
think
is.
I think that she's confused. Is it? Maybe it's because the new Form 4 or Form
Right.
5. She's
All right. Okay. View it this way. All right. View it as this is a language lesson. Okay. Although you are not reading the novel at the moment, but this would improve your language skills, your reading skills, and later, okay, your favorite part, you'll be able to sit for the quiz. Okay, so language is not about what you have to study for exam. Language is about you gearing yourself up with skills to improve your competency in the language. Okay, remember that. So it's okay. Okay, it's okay. All right. Now, and because of the uncertainty, you never know. You never know what's going to come up for your SPM 2021. So it's okay to equip yourself with extra knowledge. Okay. So in chapter 6, during dinner, mother brings up the subject of Dawan's schooling, but is silenced by father. He does the same thing to Dawan's attempt, emphasizing that they should let him be. So he's eating and he's not in the mood to talk about anything. So Kwai's question as to whether he will be permitted to go if he has won the scholarship gets a positive response. So he asks if it was him who won the scholarship, will the father allow him to go? And the father nodded, I suppose. Okay. She feels that her will and determination count for nothing without outside help to convince father. So she decided to meet with the head monk to ask for his help to meet and persuade father face to face. So she has to find ways to convince her father or to make someone talk to him so that he will allow her to go to the city and study. Okay, this is in chapter 6. See what happens in chapter 7. So at the market, Dawan is not able to get a lotus with her 10 pennies from a flower stall. Now she's getting a lotus for the month. Okay, so a young girl selling lotus flowers and sparrows offers Dawan a lotus bud for 10 pennies and then in a burst of friendliness for free. Okay, so there's this young girl, all right, selling lotus flowers and sparrows. Okay, became Dawan's friend. All right, her name is Bao. Right, so Bao understands Dawan's need to go to the temple concerning the scholarship. She's impressed with Dawan and encourages her not to give up fighting for her rights to attain further education. All right, so Bao, although she's a girl who's only selling flower and sparrows, who may not have interest in education, but she understands the situation of her new friend, and she has the heart to encourage, okay, her friend not to give up. Okay, so she offers Dawan the chance to set free a sparrow to gain more merits. So they have this practice in Thailand that if they set a bird free, they get merits. Okay, they are able to um, collect merits and achieve whatever they want to achieve using those merits. All right, okay, and increase the chances of getting help from the monk. So, however, Daman refuses the offer as she cannot afford and does not want to take advantage of her new friend. Okay, so this is in chapter 7. Now, we're going to look into the characters of the novel. Okay, the rest of the chapters will be continued in my next session. Okay, so let's just take a look at these two main characters. Very important to understand these characters because you may need to write personal response. You need to understand the characters. Alright, so far, do you have any questions that you want to ask?
Come on, boys and girls. This is your opportunity to ask us some questions. Okay, at least we can help you if you are not sure.
So, Ahmad Ali, since you are not reading this novel in your school, in your part of syllabus, okay, do you understand the chapters that we have gone through? Can you
As
see
of now, yes. I believe I can get the gist of how the story goes.
Good. Okay, so that's very important. That's very important to understand. Okay, so you can see Dawan, all right, she's very determined. And why she's determined? She has strong tenacity towards improving. She wants to help her society. Okay, just like her brother Kwai. She wants to help her society, okay, and change the injustice in her village. Okay, you need to remember the phrase to change the injustice in her village. Okay, and she creatively comes up with ideas to get help from other people to persuade her father. So she is that determined. She looks for ways, okay, so that people could persuade her father into allowing her to pursue her education because that's her dream. She wants to further her studies. All right, and she refused to jump to conclusion. Okay, although her cousin Noi has been giving negative remarks about studying in city, she refused to take that all into her head because she has a strong determination of going to the city and study. So nobody is going to change her mind. Okay. Now she's also a loving sister, right? She cares towards Kwai's feelings. Okay. She runs out after Kwai because knowing that after the teacher has announced that Dawan had won the scholarship, Kwai was upset and she wanted to comfort him. Okay, so that's how much she loves her brother. All right. Okay. So just remember these two things. She's very determined. As to why she's determined, you need to give evidence. And she's a loving sister. As to why she's a loving sister, these are the evidences that I've just shown you. Okay? Now, all right. Let's look at Puai's character. Puai is idealistic. He is principled and he's also loving. Why? Because he too wants to change the injustice of the village. Okay, he has a strong sense of fairness when it comes to rights among women and others who are powerless to defend themselves. So Kwai, although thinking that girls can't do much, but somewhere in his heart, he still gives respect to the opposite gender. All right. Example, his sister. Okay. All right. He is deeply shaken when Dawan accuses him of robbing her only chance of ever making a difference. And he gives up fighting to take the scholarship from his sister. Okay, after seeing that she's been struggling. All right, so knowing that he is taking away the opportunity from his sister, okay, he stopped fighting for the position. All right, and allows his sister to continue her study. Okay, that's towards the end of the story actually. He's also loving. He stands up to his father. Okay, there is an incident whereby they were having their dinner, and again, Dawan approached the father, and Puai too supported the idea of letting Dawan to study in the city. So he stands up to his father to allow his sisters to attend school with him. Okay. Before that, Dawan was able to attain education because Kwai wanted her sister to follow him. That's how close both of them. So when they were little, Kwai insisted the parents to let Dawan to go to school with him. See? Okay. Now, he chooses his sister's feelings over fighting for the scholarship, although it is his golden opportunity. And although it is his dream too to go to the city and study. Okay. Now, do you understand what's going on in the story? Do you have any question regarding Dawan and why? Let's look at the father now. Okay. The father is grouchy, father is prejudiced, and rigid and stubborn. Okay, we will look into the father's character in the next lesson. Okay, as far as this novel is concerned, the father's character is still a minor character. I will introduce all the minor characters in my next lesson. Now, since we have analyzed chapter 1 until chapter 7, we are going to attempt the quiz. Okay, so let me give you the code for the quiz, and all of you need to join in the quiz, and let's see how you fare. Ahmad Ali, you too, be prepared. Okay, after the quiz, you need to come back here and get your passcode for your certificate. Okay, passcode for your certificate as well.
Okay, students, please pay attention.
All right, give me a minute.
Take the chance to check whether your knowledge of the novel is strong. So try Cikgu Giri's code. Quiz. Use the code. They have to use the code to try to join, right?
Yes, they need to use the code to join the quiz. Live quiz.
Just hold on a second.
Are you ready?
Okay, ready everyone? Right.
Code in a while. Bring this here. Okay.
Yes, a student has got quiz. Yes, we are about to start the quiz.
I know it's your favorite, right? It's your favorite, right? Okay, I'm sharing the link with you for you to join us. Okay. Once you click on the link, you'll be able to come in.
Yeah, the link is in the chat box. Students, please use the link and join the quiz now.
Okay. Still have people coming in. Okay.
Are they joining?
Yeah, they're joining.
Yeah, all right, good.
Okay, let's start now. We have 17 of them here.
Okay, so did they answer correctly? Wow.
All right, good. Okay, next.
Wow, the light is lighting up very fast. Competition. Oh, time's up. Let's see who's up. Ahmad Ali, you have gone up. Very good.
Okay, next question.
This is also a matter of speed, I think.
Yes, speed and accuracy.
Kwai's first reaction. Almost time. Oh, time's up.
Ahmad Ali again. Oh, that's very close.
Maintain.
Right, next one.
Okay. Almost time. Oh, all managed to answer.
Good.
Very close. WL and Ahmad Ali Karim. Okay,
Yes.
next question.
First time.
Army officer. Oh, this is fast. Wow.
Wow.
Might be
Time
slightly
is
tricky for Ahmad Ali. Might be slightly tricky for him. Okay.
Yes, I did not know there's any army officer.
if you didn't read the whole story, you'll be a bit lost.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Okay, the monk. Oh, some didn't get in time. WL is doing quite well, and we have a few who have moved up.
Okay, next question.
Okay, all done. I think everybody managed to answer. Yeah. Wow, not bad.
3 more questions, guys. 3 more questions. Suhaira. Oh, wow. Okay, next
We have another, how many questions?
one more, I think. One more.
One more, yeah. Time's up. No, Zahara is doing quite well. Last question, I think.
Yes, last question.
Okay, finished. So,
Zuhaira. No, Zuhaira
wow.
topped the list. No, Zuhaira, you need to get in touch with me, girl. Let's see the winners. Third, Nur Alia. Second, WL. And first, Nur Zuhaira. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So, Ahmad Ali has got like 2
Yeah,
questions.
Ahmad Ali is quite good for someone who's not doing the novel.
Yeah, it's quite good. That's good. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, we have done the quiz and Zuhaira. Oh, we have music. We have music here.
There was a question just now by Haras about bringing the novel. I think Cikgu Giri, this may be a new student, not the one who's going to sit for SPM next month. If the
Haras, like I said, this is actually an exposure. Okay, literature is not just an SPM thing. Literature is part of our life. Okay, everything that we read, everything that we enjoy listening to, like poetry, songs, these are all literature. So don't take it like, oh, this is for SPM this year. No, actually, this is to enhance your skills as well in the language. So this is a very good exposure for you, if you ask me. And you're very lucky to be here as well. Okay. So congratulations, Zohar. I mean, you need to get in touch with me. I am going to give you my what do you call that? Telegram ID. Okay, message me. All right, message me.
we have a few, I think, Form 4 students here. That's why they are a bit unsure, I think.
Very
But
good.
it's very good of them to join our session today, actually.
See, I've actually done this keeping SPM students in my mind, but then seeing that you guys have joined my class as well, I feel so happy. You see, I think the Form 5s need to learn from you people. Okay, so please get in touch with me, the winner of the quiz, so that I can give you your prize. Okay, Ahmad Ali Karim, do you have anything to say? What do you think about the lesson today?
Well, what I could say from what I know of the book as of now, is that you cannot judge a book by its cover just because I'm sorry, I forgot her name again.
Dawan.
Dawan, yes.
Dawan.
Just because Dawan's a girl, and a lot of people presume that girls cannot do work and are not able to succeed. It doesn't mean that it is so, because there are a lot of women who are able to reach so many achievements, to be able to achieve. I mean, we have like the president, the prime minister of New Zealand, where she's one of the youngest nation leaders, and she was able to become a prime minister at such a young age, and she was able to win the previous election with a very large majority. So it proves that, I mean, even over here on this continent, we see three amazing women: Cikgu Giri, Teacher Haida, and Teacher Emily. All of these are
Thank you.
amazing teachers, and they're all women, which there's a lot of other female IU teachers as well. So it doesn't, just because that's how people traditionally see it, it doesn't mean that it is so. So that's something we should learn in our lives, to not assume based on what we think and what we see, but we need to make sure that we know what the facts and how things are actually.
Interesting. Thank you so much. Cikgu Giri, I think the link, I think someone was asking about the link.
Okay, I'm going to give you the link for the certificate. Do we paste the access code as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you can see that because it's
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so those who have stayed with us, okay, today I am going to give
Don't
you...
go away yet. Don't go away yet. Hold on. You have to get the link for the cert.
Right.
There is there.
Okay, I think I will paste the link again. I'll paste the link again. They won't be able to click that.
Okay, we have that Putu Turi, Shina. She said, I'm sorry I'm late to join the class because my phone is problem. Congratulations for making the effort to join us.
Yeah, actually, even though it's a bit late now.
Next time don't be late, ah. Okay, do you think you'll be able to click this link? Are you able to click this link?
Okay. The link is there, you just click on that. All right.
Okay, if you're not able to click on the link, please let me know. Okay, and the access code is kelas IUED. Hashtag access code is hashtag kelas IUED.
Is there together with the link, guys? You can look at there below the link is the access. The one with the hashtag, right?
Okay, I'm giving you the
hashtag kelas IUED.
Again, okay, that's the access code. Okay, that's for you today. Alright, and Zohana, please get in touch with me so that I can deliver you your prize. Okay. And Ahmad Ali, do make a comeback next week. I really enjoy you accompanying us today. We learned a lot from you as well. See?
Thank you very much, teacher. Thanks so much for the invitation.
Do you have anything to say to our friends today here?
Well, I would like to repeat what Teacher Giri said. Literature is not just something, and in fact, everything that we learn in SPM and in all our studies, they're not just for the purpose of passing your exam. Even especially literature, because literature plays a very big role in culture, in the lives of people. If you learn, especially in as written in the sejarah subject, there's even since like the ancient ages of ancient Egypt, we have like many literatures, the Epic of Gilgamesh, for example. So those are something that reflects the culture and is part of the culture and part of culture, of not only the nation but also us as humans, as Homo sapiens, as a Homo sapiens species. So it is not something that you should forget or you should just brush off because this is a book for example, like today's book is for the state of Penang and other states. So for those who are like me, who lives in Selangor or any other state that use another novel for their SPM, we cannot just brush off because this is not my book. It is still a book that you should read and you should learn to understand and enjoy. So I would really be happy if you could find the time to read Sing. I kept on forgetting the word.
Sing to the dawn.
Maybe not now because we're close to the academic, but after the exam is over in late March or early April, we could read the other books as well. I'm planning to read the other Bahasa Melayu Komsas books. The one I'm interested in right now is Bima Sakti Menari. That one sounds like an interesting topic, and I'm also interested in Sing to the Dawn. It has a very it focuses on something that I am very interested in something that I always read about. So I encourage everyone to read that as well, and not only the books that is prepared for SPM, but also other books in general.
Right.
Very good. I think we are almost at the end, right, Cikgu Giri?
Yeah, we are at the end. Okay. So do remember to come back next week. Bring your friends, and I've still got the referral program as well. That means any friend that mentions your name, if your name has been mentioned in the chat box a lot of time, the most mentioned name, that means you have referred more friends to come to our class on Monday. Okay, so when your friends are here, you will be given a token of appreciation from myself, and also we will have activities like we had today. And if you have scored well, we would also give some presents as well. So today we have the winner. Make sure the winner contacts me, and I also have a Facebook page. Okay, www.facebook.com/Cikgu Girija. Join that page and get in touch with me so that I can update you on the classes that we are going to have. Cikgu Yuhaida, would you like to say something?
All right. Just want to talk about reading. Okay, it opens up a whole new world. I mean, if we haven't been to that place when you read, you will feel like you are there, and it's also like it broadens your horizon. It broadens the way you think. You meet people not virtually, but you meet people in books and your what all the feelings and everything. Readings is really what fascinating for me. I think, and I think Ali Karim will be a very famous writer one day, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thanks, teacher.
Write a story about me. Cikgu
About
Emily,
teachers.
would you like to say?
Yeah, I'm very impressed that Ahmad Ali is here and that he could join us and participate actively. And to all the students who have come to our class today, thank you very much, especially the returning students. That means they have been keeping up to date with what is happening with Academy IU, which is a very big support for all of us teachers who are trying our best to provide videos and lessons for all of you out there, especially for the students who are going to sit for SPM next month. Yeah. So take this opportunity, learn from us teachers, we are all very, very concerned about all of you. So,
Yeah.
yes, thank you so
Just
much
for
to
the
Cikgu Giri for sharing lessons today. And don't forget, this is just the first part, right? We are going to share the
Yes,
second
we have a
part, right?
second part. Yeah,
So
which is
please
also
join for
very
the second part.
very crucial because the second part will be like this as well. We will have a quiz. Only on the third part, maybe my third lesson, we will do personal response. Okay, so don't forget to follow us next Monday, 5 p.m. same time, and also subscribe to all our channels. Okay, Cikgu Emily's channel, Cikgu Yuhaida's channel, and also my channel. Click on the notification button as well so that you will be notified when the class is going on. Okay, very
Yes.
important. And I'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us, and take care. Bye.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye, Amali.
Tuisyen online percuma. Tuisyen online percuma. Layari www.academyyoutuber bagi mengikuti tuisyen online secara percuma. Prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, semua ada di Akademi YouTuber. Rujuk jadual di laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com. Semoga masa terluang anak-anak anda diisi dengan sebaiknya. Tuisyen online percuma mestilah Akademi YouTuber.